Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to review an anime. I know it's been out for a while, but I absolutely adore it, and that is Konosuba Season 1. I've got the second season as well, so I really enjoyed this anime. But before we jump into this, if you like this sort of content and you want to hear and see more, hit like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, or I will be talking a lot more about anime, pop culture, and tons of stuff. But yeah, this anime I have to talk about. So first of all, the cover, I will probably try and find a better picture so we can see. I really love the packaging because it's like that whole, yeah, it's fun type thing. And even on the back where you've got characters kind of, you know, you've got some little elements. Like, to me, it doesn't give too much away, especially with the art disc as well, which is pretty much just says Konosuba, the God's blessing of this wonderful world, season 1 and the OVA. In case I forget to mention it, I feel like the OVA should have been a little bit before rather than at the end, or I don't know where I was meant to watch it, but it just felt a bit off a little bit. So, but yeah. So the artwork is fun, it's colorful, it literally says everything. I bought this from All the Anime and it was on offer. They did their Christmas stuff, which was like buy seasons 1 and 2 for like, I think it was £20 or it was $9.99. And I was just like, hell's yes, I'm buying both of them because I had wanted to watch it and I want to support it. But yeah, it looks nice. It's only one disc and it does have quite a lot, where it has 10 episodes and the OVA, and is runtime 275 minutes. But with all that information done, we're moving on. I think also the kind of like the textless animations and stuff like that, it's all done. But yeah, let's kind of carry this on. Now, as I mentioned, I know or have known about this anime for some time, but I never actually got down to kind of watch it. I know that they've done some crossovers in video games. I know that, you know, you kind of see Aqua. I had the figures from Figma, which I have almost completed. I know that there's one or two more, and yeah, I was okay with this one. So I know that this was a major big thing as I put the DV down, as you can, Blu-ray down, as you can hear. At the price, I couldn't resist it. I literally bought it and had to wait, and I was so glad with it. So you've got the two main characters, Kazuma and Aqua, and I think the intro to the point with Kazuma is the best, where you know about Truck-kun coming along, or Truck-kun, basically the truck that is going to come in and smash them up and stuff like that and send them to an isekai world. But this one was a tractor, so it's tractor senpai. And basically, like, Konosuba just literally gets slapped and dies from embarrassment and like that, which made me laugh. And he meets Aqua, the goddess, who can say, hey, I'm going to resurrect you in your original world, but you'll be someone new, or you can go into this isekai world with one thing, one item that you want, or one thing in general. And she mocks him quite a lot till he points and goes, okay, I want to take you. And she's like, what? No, you can't do that. And then it actually happens, and they both get sent to this world. I absolutely loved it because it's the way that he is, where she's like mocking him and he just goes, you, and that's it. And I absolutely fell in love with it because it's something a little bit different that we don't normally see. So I was extremely happy about that all the time. I also feel like in animes there's always never a balance. Either it's unbalanced with comedy, or the fact is there's too much fan service, or that there's not really much that you can like about this. But I feel like Konosuba is one of those animes that literally incorporates everything, and it's kind of a perfect balance. You have some fan service, but you have a lot more comedy, you have interesting characters, you have enough perviness to last you that isn't over the top to make you go, oh, I don't like that. But I feel like also the characters are very well balanced. The fact is that they come in with nothing, they want to kind of do stuff, and then they work their way up, but yet there's that element that they will lose all of this stuff as well. And I absolutely find that sort of stuff fascinating. I feel like it's one of the better things that you can offer in an anime. So we know the main premise. Kazuma and Aqua have been sent to this new world, like this isekai world, and they have to defeat the Devil King if they want a wish, or if he wants his body back or something like that. So that is the main kind of issue. But rather than it just being standard. There is hijinks, they meet other characters, and it works their way through that is their main goal, but they don't have to get there straight away, so they don't have to go out like tomorrow or the whenever and go, yeah, we've got this. So I feel like that is one of the main things. So they arrive in the town of Axel, which again is like a small little like village or town that's far out from the Devil King and his army and stuff like that. So of course they go on adventures like any sort of isekai that's out there. They go on adventures, and I think what's quite funny is when they go against frogs, and it's like the more that they kill the frogs, the more money they'll get. But it's just that element, and I feel like that's all the way through. I think it's in at the end of season 1 a lot, and then obviously it's in season 2, and it just made me laugh because it's like they're not experienced, like they've got all these magical powers that can do stuff, but it was just really funny to kind of watch and what they did, and that's what made it for me. Other characters that join them, you've got Megamine, who is only working with explosion magic. She could probably do other forms of magic, but she loves explosion magic. But rather than like this whole massive explosion that you see, there is elements to part where she can only use it one per day, and then she faints and collapses, and she has no energy because she puts it all in. And I absolutely loved it because it's something that, you know, sometimes spellcasters can use their magic over and over and over again, but she can't. And once it's done, that's it. It's your one trick pony type thing. Loved it. Just thought it was very, very funny. Now, Darkness is, I think, my all-time favorite character, just because of the way she is. And I love the fact that she's got this BDSM element where she likes pain, that she wants to protect people. But I love the fact that she can't hit for shit. Like, she can't attack, she can't hurt people, and that makes me laugh because it's one of those things where you see like this, a paladin or a knight or anything, that any person that has the ability to cause holy damage, but she can't do anything. So she literally will take the damage, and she loves it. And I found, like, you know, as she's a crusader in this, I just loved it. I felt like it was perfect. It was well balanced. It was something that I loved. That she gets hurt, she gets humiliated, and she gets off on it because, again, as I said, it's got the perfect balance, and I absolutely fucking adored it. There have been times when watching this anime that I've laughed and I've not been able to stop laughing because I found it interesting. I loved it, and I thought it's a take that I've not seen that much in anime that I would love to see more, and that's what made me want to buy this straight away. You know, if there's any more coming out, I want a season 3. It's going to be a while, but I want a season 3, and I'm glad, I'm hoping that they're making it. I haven't looked into it. I want to know, but still, like, they do kind of talk about it in season 2 at the end, and it's like, thanks for watching, we'll see you again for more adventures, and I can't wait. I just want to see more. Like, I went through this really quickly because I really liked what the anime was. Each character is well balanced. As I've written down here, you've got, you know, stuff like arrogance, lewdness, overconfidence, cockiness, and I love it. Like, some characters have it way too much where you think, oh fuck, I don't give a shit about this, but each character to me was well balanced, and I absolutely freaking enjoyed it because I wanted more. And I couldn't relate to the characters, but I feel like if I had some of those traits at times, I would really kind of look to them and go, I can relate to that. And I just think that they would be fantastic, you know, in multiple ways. So I really want more from this. In general, some of the quests that they have is, some are small, some are big, you know, but you have different elements where you have Aqua that gets depressed in one mission because of something, until then she realizes that she's a goddess again, and then she perks up. But it's the point where it does get serious a little bit later on when you got, I think it's like Verdia, I hope I got his name right, who is a headless knight who is in the demon, the Devil King. Well, it's a lot of Demon Kings, but in the Devil King's kind of like army type thing. But it gets serious to the point where he is the last boss of this entire anime, and you can see it, you know, in season 1 at least. But you can see the fact that they fight, that they figure out, that they work together really well. And I think it's the scene where it gave me goosebumps, or that, no, I think it's the scene where you've got the war thing that moves. I've probably written in a bit, but even the way that they had to figure out the Vernie is like kind of how to defeat him and stuff like that. And I generally thought that was a fun action-packed anime, and it had some elements where they could figure out. I love the fact that they got a lot of money from it, but then they had to spend it rebuilding the town. And I felt it's like, yeah, they've got their lucky break, and then it gets taken away from it. And that's how I imagine it seeing, like, oh, here's like 10 billion gold. And it's like, that's just enough to fix the wall. You owe us another 3 bill and stuff like that. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. But it's how I imagine that you would see it in this sort of thing. And it wasn't just like, yeah, don't worry, your bill's on us, we'll fix it. It felt like you've been rewarded and we're taking it away. I think one of my favorite episodes in this is the Succubus episode, where Kazuha goes off to pay for sexy time, and it's like a succubus will come into the memory and into the dream, and they'll do sexy things, and that's how, obviously, that's their porno type thing for this world. I love the fact that he thought this was happening, and it wasn't a dream, and he felt more confident, where he's on with darkness, and she's like, you know, how dare you type thing, and he's like, oh my god, like, you know, I really like you, and I think this is going to work really, really well. And I love that. To me, that felt perfect. It felt like a good balance, because you kind of ask yourself, is this happening or is this not happening? Is this a dream or is this reality? And you kind of think, oh, because at one point I was like watching it, I was like, nah, that's not a dream. And then there's something that changed my mind slightly, and I was like, are they in a dream? Oh, and then you find out that they're not. And I love this episode because it's just like, how would you get away? And he's just like, oh, I was under the influence of a succubus. Wasn't me. And then he lets it slip at the end, and Darkness is like, you did that. You weren't asleep. And I loved it because he's just like, everyone believes him. And it's just like, yeah, that's how you get out of it. And I just loved it. Like, everything. It wasn't cringy. It wasn't bad. It was just a full-on great thing. And I really kind of wanted Darkness and Kazuha to get together, because I feel like that's the couple that I want in this, even though he's probably going to get with Aqua in whatever manga or whatnot. So I kind of like this. This to me was absolutely perfect for what it was. So the main ending of the anime, it wasn't obviously the Headless Knight. It was the mobile fortress, where you got to the point where it's the most dangerous thing out there, and they wanted to kind of take it down. And I love the animation for this, where they are able to knock it down, where Aqua does this like one massive big attack, and it actually knocks it down, and it gave me goosebumps. But it was the point where you find out more about what's been killing the land. Like, they couldn't stop it because everyone is dead on it. Like, there isn't anyone there. I think there's either one guy, who you see in season 2 anyway, but you find out that it's been walking around on its own, and it's kind of just destroying things. So no one's been able to take it down. And for a last part to the thing, I was like, do you know what? I kind of like this. I kind of like what they were going with, how they were going to defeat it. And I thought this was perfect. As I say, the amount of damage that Aqua takes, I was so happy with it, because again, it gave me goosebumps. And not many anime attacks or scenes in anime can actually make me get goosebumps. And that's when I knew, it was like, this anime is perfect to me. You meet other characters in this, like Wiz, she helps. Like, the last part of it is she has the ability to teleport something, but she doesn't know where it goes. So when they teleport out the core of this mobile fortress, it goes onto the king's like house or something. No one's hurt, but that's the end, where it's like, you know, you're under arrest for treason, and you're under arrest for attacking and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh. But then when you watch the OVA, it's like none of that happened, and so I think the OVA needs to happen somewhere else. But I feel like this was just a great anime for what it was. I'm looking at my notes. So yeah, I think, yeah, I would recommend this 100%. Even at full price, it is worth it. If you want to get it on sale when it pops up, highly worth it. You won't be disappointed. Not unless you don't like lewd stuff and adventures and isekai, then obviously you probably won't. But either way, I really like this. This is a fantastic anime. I'm going to put the links in the description down below so you guys can purchase it and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I think that's all it is. Oh no, I wrote more. Yeah, I've pretty much just said everything I want to anyway. I love this anime. It's fantastic. Highly recommended. I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Did you like this anime? Did you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to hear and see more, then why not hit that like button, hit subscribe, check out the merch and everything about it. and I'm going to leave it there. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you in a couple of days.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。